And then here is a probability type of questions. It is still counting principle, not probability itself, just counting principle. So they said there are 9 different athletes that are hoping to occupy the first three places in a 100-meter sprint. How many different ways can the first 3 places be occupied? We have 9 people, okay? 9 people, and we want to occupy 3 spaces. Okay, that's our concern. Now, the way you're going to do it, you're going to have your number of spaces. Your number of spaces is 3. The number of spaces, there are actually 3. Okay, that's fine. But now the question is, there is a time whereby they will say repetition is not allowed, repetition is allowed. Here, it is very certain that repetition is not allowed because a person cannot repeat. Like, you don't have a duplicate. Like, you don't, if you take position 1, you will remain in position 1. You don't go to position 2. Okay, I hope I make sense. People, they don't repeat. So what's actually going to happen is that um you are going to ask yourself the same question again. How many spaces I have? I have 3. How many people do I have? I have I have 9 people. Then if out of those 9 people, how many people or how many people? Okay, no, I mean 1 person out of how many people will occupy that space? 1 person out of 9 people will occupy that space. That's how you answer these questions. And then the second one, how many people are left? I'm left with 8 people that do not have spaces. So you ask yourself again the same question. 1 person out of how many people will occupy the space? 1 person out of 8. And then you move on. You are now left with 7 people. 1 person out of 7 people will occupy that space. 1 person out of 7 occupies that space. So you simply just work it out like that, and this give you 504 as your answer over there. I hope we're fine. So then, all right. In terms of probability, you can do it like this. Probability says the number of arrangement of m different things taken in n at a time is given by m divided by into m minus n factorial, like that. So they're saying that if I have 9 people and there are certain spaces that I need to occupy, those spaces, then they don't cater everyone. You can see that after this, I have still 6 people who are not having any spaces because only 1 person, second person, third person, they occupy the spaces. So which means 9 minus 3, it gives me 6. 6 people are left with no spaces. So you can also use this formula. Your M is going to be number of people. And then your N, that's going to be number of spaces. Okay? So which simply means you can just come and say 9 factorial divided by into 9 factorial minus 3 factorial. That's going to give you 504 as your answer. That's how you do it. That's how you work this type of questions.